Well, it's Monday, March 12th, and I'm tired, and I had not a rough day, but I just feel tired, and it's one of those days where I don't necessarily feel like down, like depressed, but I just want to come home and shut off the phone and hide from people and eat. So I stopped after work and got some chips and salsa from a Mexican food place near my house. So here are the chips. And you can see they're authentic chips because of the grease stains. And then here is the salsa. So the thing that bothers me is it's been this long and I've come this far, and I still, when I'm tired and don't feel good, go to food. And it makes me angry, and it makes me angry at myself and my life. And I just don't want to be ashamed anymore. So I seem to have this good and bad thought process where either I'm good and I'm on plan and don't seem to falter, and then I'm bad when I have nights like this where I don't want to necessarily eat what's on my meal plan. I want to eat what sounds good and what's going to be relaxing to me. And it's not like I'm craving these chips like, ooh, I'm so excited to eat them because they're going to taste so good. It's not that at all. I think part of the relaxing part for me is the crunch and just kind of stuffing my face while I'm watching TV and on the computer and texting at the same time, just completely checking out. So I wanted to document this because I want to help myself and I want to help others. And I think it's important to show that I'm not perfect and I'm still struggling and I still need more help even after everything I've done. So the reason I'm still doing this and making these videos is to help myself so that I can help others, so that we don't have to do this anymore and beat ourselves up and be ashamed. And I feel like people that don't understand binge eating and don't understand eating and using food as a drug, I feel like they will just say, then just don't buy it or just don't eat it. The thing is, if it's not the chips, it's something else. It would have been anything else in this house. So I'm taking a risk by filming this because, I'm going to get backlash from people that don't understand, just like alcoholics got years ago when they had a hard time giving up drinking and couldn't stop and relapsed and relapsed and relapsed. And obesity is not just a matter of willpower. It's a tough one. So I guess that's it. So I'm making this video to help myself and so that I can help others someday. So bye for now. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to VEDA. And I found this, I was going through some paperwork this morning and I had a little bit of extra time and I was kind of looking at my bookshelf and organizing some books a little bit, which I hope to continue to do through the weekend. And I found a file folder and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to use this. So I opened it up and it had information in it that I've not looked at for 2 years, I think. It was pre-gastric bypass surgery, which for those of you who don't know, I had it in December 2012. So this was written either early 2012 or late 2011. I wish I would have dated it, but I didn't. So I wanted to read it to you guys. So it's just, written on notebook paper. Reasons I want gastric bypass surgery. In my heart, I truly believe this will help me to get to a healthy weight. The dumping will help me with my sugar addiction. It will assist me in dropping weight at a steady rate consistently. It will make exercising easier. I can be more active, less medication, less body ache and pain. I want to look good in a wedding dress. I want to be at a healthy weight to carry a baby. I want my medical conditions to improve. I have the ability to inspire others, but first I need to have something to inspire them with. I want to have confidence in myself, both inside and out. I want to feel like there's a future for me. I want to be a role model for Bella, which is my niece. I want to sit in a restaurant booth. I want to sit in a chair with arms. No more seatbelt extender. Sit in any car I want to. And not have to park close to stores. So let's go through and see what I've done on my little goal sheet. So, number 1, in my heart, I truly believe this will help me get to a healthy weight. It's definitely helped me, but there have been a lot of things that helped me, so I can't give the credit fully to gastric bypass surgery. But there you go. The dumping will help me with my sugar addiction. I didn't really have dumping, but I was so fearful of it. I tried to trick it, and I don't know that I've talked really about this on my channel, but so if I knew I was going to eat sugar, which I don't do anymore, I would eat it along with protein so that it had dumping, from what I was told, is caused by the sugar going into, because your intestines are rerouted, so the sugar going directly into the lower part of the small intestine, which it can't handle that sugar not being broken down in the upper part of the small intestine. So what I would do is I would eat it with protein in hopes that it would kind of buffer that. And it seemed to work. So there I would be eating a string cheese before I was going to eat a donut, or eating chicken and then eating a candy bar. You know what I mean? Like food addiction. Enough said. I'm glad I have a better control over that now. It will assist me in dropping weight at a steady rate consistently. I have been slow and steady. I definitely, after surgery for about 6 months, didn't lose any weight, and it was because I was overdoing it on food and sugar and binging. It will make exercise easier. It absolutely has made exercise easier. I still am not one that has embraced fitness like, yes, I feel so great. I feel like it's a means to an end right now. Like, I know it's important, and I know it's healthy for me, and I feel good afterwards, but I still every day have to challenge myself to do it. I can be more active. Definitely have done that. The first thing that comes to my mind is the trip to Boston in the fall, and winter. And I could walk all day long, and it was just not even a question. Same thing when we went to wildlife safari 2 or 3 weekends ago. I walked around the whole place for hours. It was never even consideration of, oh, I need to sit down, or, oh, I'm done now. It was just, this is what we're doing. And it's such a breath of fresh air. Less medication. So that has actually, or absolutely happened. I was on 3 blood pressure meds at once. I was on metformin. I was on an antidepressant that wasn't working, that kept increasing, and I was actually at the max dose of that, and it still was not doing anything. And at that time I was getting headaches and just feeling terrible. And I was on a thyroid medication. I know I was on more. I'm blanking on what they were. Anyway, so that being said, they tested my thyroid and it came up normal, so they went ahead and took me off the thyroid medication. I was taking off blood pressure pills. I didn't track any of this. I just know it's been probably at least 6 months or more that I've not been on those medications. Metformin I was taken off of. So the only medication right now other than vitamins is one antidepressant. So it's, and this one's working really well. So yeah, I can't complain on that. I am so happy that this has happened. I want to look good in I skipped one. Less body ache and pain. That's absolutely true. I mean, I used to not be able to stand up to do the dishes or cook. I had a chair that I would have to sit in. And ever since I moved to this house, which has been a year now, no chair. I can stand up and do dishes. I can cook. I can prep my meals. No more sitting down. So that feels awesome. I want to look good in a wedding dress. Well, I'm on my way. I mean, I'm not getting married anytime soon that I can foresee, but I think I'm going to get that one, meet that goal. I want to be healthy. I want to be a healthy weight to carry a baby. See the last response. I want my medical problems to improve. They have absolutely improved. When I went to the sleep medicine doctor, the bariatric surgeon, the GYN doctor, all of them, said they were so happy with my progress, and medically, I'm doing great. So I have the ability to inspire others, but first I need to have something to inspire them with. So this, I think I'm achieving just from your guys' feedback and comments, and I am still inspired by so many people, and so it's a pleasure to be able to give that back. I want to have confidence in myself, both inside and out. I think that has definitely happened, and I think that's one of those things you'll always work on. So I don't think it's, like a reaching the finish line, I'm confident. It depends on the moment. It depends on how you're feeling that day. But I think I'm miles past where I was. I want to feel like there is a future for me, and I do feel that way. I used to not feel that way. I want to be a role model for Bella, which is my niece, and she's 11, and I hope she thinks I'm a role model. I think she probably does, but I have a very special place for her in my heart, and I love her a lot. So she inspires me to be the best person I can be. I want to sit in a restaurant booth. This has definitely happened, and the first time it happened was a few months ago, and my mom and my grandma were at a restaurant, and I was meeting them there, and they got a booth, and I was actually kind of upset, and I said, "What are you doing? I can't sit here." And my mom said, "Yeah, you can, honey, just try it." And I was like, "I don't even want to try, Mom, because I'm just going to embarrass myself." She said, "Please just try it." And so I pouted, and I was like, fine. And I sat down, and I fit. And then I was like, oh. And I just wanted to cry because it just is so symbolic for me. I think you guys can understand if you've ever been in that position. And even if you haven't, I hope you can understand. I think you probably can. And so then I've continued to challenge that at restaurants that I go to, and I can fit fine. Let's see. I want to sit in a chair with arms. Same thing. I still kind of look at a chair or eye a chair like, I don't know. And then I sit in it, and it's fine. No more seatbelt extender. That is true. I have definitely gotten rid of the seatbelt extender. I did use one on the plane when I flew, but as far as in the car, I don't use one anymore. And I think I used it for a little bit longer than I really needed to, but it was kind of a little bit of a comfort thing. Sit in any car I want to. I hadn't really, other than my family's cars, I hadn't really put this into play until at work, maybe a month or two ago. We needed to go down to the other building, and one of the gals was like, "Oh yeah, I'll drive." And she has a really small little Honda, and it's just a two-door, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I sat down, and the seatbelt fit, and I just kind of said to her, this is a big deal for me. And she kind of knew my history, but I don't think she knows it as much. And she said, wow, I would have never thought that would have been even an issue for someone. And so I think it was neat for me to experience it, and then I think neat for her to kind of hear part of my story too. And then last one, not to have to park close to stores. And I still struggle a little bit with fear of parking lots because if someone parked too close to me, I literally couldn't get into my car. And at my heaviest weight, I worked for my dad at a mall, and the parking lot was terrible. I mean, they definitely messed up when they painted the spots. So there were a couple spots that were just way, way too small. And then people would park like jerks. And so there were a couple of times that I went to get in my car, and there's just no way I can get in the door. And what I would do, and I did this 2 or 3 times, is I would look for someone nice and I'd say, "Excuse me, I can't get in my car. Are you able to get in my car and back it up for me?" And they were always nice and did it, and it was really embarrassing to have to do that. Especially, there was one time where I had fast food wrappers in the front seat, and, you know, obviously, I was, you know, in my eating disorder, let's just say that. So, yeah, like I said, I still fear parking lots. I still will pull into a spot and leave a little bit of extra room on my side. But I am finding that I'm doing that less and less, and I'm able to get in my car even when someone parks right next to me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I didn't really plan this, but I think it worked out kind of perfectly. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.